Once there lived a pair of twin sisters who loved each other deeply, so deep that they would share everything they had. It just so happened that they got married at the same time, and then got divorced very soon at the same time. But little did they know, one of them was pregnant. So the pregnant one said, "Don't worry, sis. Whatever is mine is yours too. We will share this baby." They even had it documented that the other one will be the baby's second guardian. Soon after that, a cute little baby girl was born. The aunt held the baby in her arms lovingly. "Oh, she's such a cutie. And look, she has my eyes." "Huh? You must be kidding. Give her to me. Let me hug her first. And oh, look at her. Isn't she a little tiny version of me?" Well, that baby was me. And ever since then, I've been living the craziest life with two crazy moms who were head over heels in love with me. I'm Belinda. Please like and subscribe. My mom and Aunt Celine had once been the closest pals, but no one would ever believe that now, because the only thing they always did was fight over me. Belinda spoke her first word. She said, "Ummy." Can you believe that? What? I'm sure you've misheard mommy. That's me. What's an ummy anyway? It's short for aunt plus mommy. That's me. I always knew she liked me more. But mom wasn't taking it. She started pulling me from aunt's hands, but she wasn't letting me go either. The struggle went on until I fell on the bed and screamed. On my 5th birthday, we all went to Disneyland, and it was so much fun. My aunt went to the restaurant to order lunch. While we were waiting, I suddenly spotted Mickey Mouse, and he seemed to be waving right at me. I immediately ran through the crowd to see him. He hugged me, and we even danced. And when I turned back to go to Mom, I couldn't see her anywhere. Oh my God, was I lost? I ran around crying, but thankfully some staff took me to the announcement area, and my mom and aunt came rushing there in seconds. "Oh my God, honey, I'm so sorry. I didn't notice you had gone." "You didn't notice your own daughter? How amazing you are. I shouldn't have left her alone with you in the first place." She lifted me up in her arms and took me to the restaurant, and I forgot all my tears when I saw food in front of me. But later that night, I saw Mom crying in her room. She hugged me as soon as I entered. "I'm so sorry, darling. I never thought I'd be so stupid. Your aunt was right to be angry. I almost lost you."
"Mommy, it's okay. I'm just fine, and I love you."
But after that incident, the tension between Mom and Aunt just kept growing. When it was my time for school, though, both came together for the first time and chose a fancy private school. On my first day, Mom woke me up extra early and spent 2 hours doing my hair. When I went to the dining hall, all ready, Aunt Celine gasped. "What on earth have you done to her hair?" "Gosh, let me fix it." She then untied my hair and put some colorful clips in it, which looked pretty cool.
"Aunt Celine, this is so nice. Can you do my hair every day?"
"Of course, honey. Why am I even here?" "Why am I even here then?"
Mommy, do you hear that? That's the school bus. See you two later. Love you."
"Love you too, my dear." I think she said that to me. God, I just ran away and waited at the street corner till the bus came. Years passed, and I was doing pretty great at school. Except I was the kid with 2 moms at every parent-teacher meeting, 2 moms at Mother's Day, 2 moms cheering me at every event. I loved them, but they could sometimes be embarrassing when they started fighting over me publicly. Then one day in the 9th grade, my aunt brought home a boy my age and said he was going to stay with us for a while. He's Harry, my friend's only son. As she's going to France for a business trip, I told her I'll take care of Harry these 6 months. 6 months? Are you crazy? We barely know him. Aunt paid no attention to Mom and took him in. But the worst part was that his room was right next to mine, and he kept playing loud music on his guitar all night long. I could barely focus on anything. I marched into his room and knocked on his door. "Hey, Mr. Harry Styles, less noise, please." He opened the door with a wide smile. "Oh my God, what did you just call me? How did you know he's my music idol?" Okay, whatever. Just keep it down. I'm trying to prepare for the National Poetry Competition." "You write poems? Let's hear one. Maybe I can write music for it." "Oh my God, we could start our own band." Who was this dummy and why was he here? I just walked away and he went right back to playing as loudly as ever. A few days later, it was my 15th birthday, and like every year, it was a war between my moms to decide everything for the party. But in the end, they threw a great one with all my friends from school, and Harry even played some songs, and he was actually pretty good. After he finished playing, I went over to him. Okay, I have to admit, I really like your songs. Whoa, that's a biggie coming from you. Thanks, Mrs. Shakespeare. I laughed and he pulled me onto the dance floor. But just then, someone pulled me away. It was Mom. What's going on here? Is this boy flirting with you? So what if he is? He's a gem. I know him like his mom. But I don't know him or his mom. And I don't want him and Belinda getting so close. And she took my hand and started walking. But my aunt took my other hand and tried to stop me. With everyone at the party staring at us, I got really pissed off. When would they stop treating me like a child? I pulled away from both and ran from there. I was sitting on the stairs in the hallway when Harry joined me. Hey, sorry about that. You want to get out of here? I immediately said yes and sneaked out for my own party. He took me to his favorite spot, an ice skating rink. Wow, this place is amazing, Harry. But I don't know this game. It's simple. All you have to do is skate on the ice. Come on, I'll teach you. He was teaching me so well, and I was loving it. After some time, I got so excited that I left Harry's hand and started skating by myself. I was just flying. But right after, I fell down hard and hit my head. Harry took me straight to the hospital, and I was fine, but I had to get a few stitches. When Mom and Aunt arrived, they went bonkers. I knew it. I knew this boy just meant trouble. Celine, see? You brought this bad influence into my daughter's life. Mom, stop. You're making my head feel worse. Harry didn't do anything. It's me. I agreed to go skating with him. I left his hand and fell down. Everyone looked so tense. Harry told Aunt that he'd leave and stay with some cousin of his. I mouthed sorry as he left. We'd just started being friends, and my moms had driven him away. The doctor said I needed to rest completely for a week. And this meant I had no chance to study for the poetry selection test. But it was really important for me to take it. I was really tense on the day of the exam, and when it started, I totally blanked out. I was biting my pen and staring at the window when I suddenly spotted Aunt Celine waving at me. What was she doing here? She sneaked closer to the window and waved at me. I glared at her and mouthed at her to leave, but she threw a paper ball straight at me. It missed me and fell on the floor, just near the teacher's shoes. He picked it up and saw it was a cheat sheet from some poem collections. And he also saw Aunt at the window. I knew I was doomed. The teacher took me to the principal, who instantly disqualified me from the national competition and suspended me for a month. Hearing that, Aunt lost it and begged the principal to give me another chance. No way, Miss Celine. We don't tolerate cheating in this school. Now, it's better you both leave, or I might have to dismiss your child forever. How dare you say that? She's been the school topper all these years, and this is what she gets? Mind your words, ma'am, and stop wasting my time. She tried to walk away, but Aunt grabbed her arm, and the principal pushed her away. The two started fighting till some teachers pulled them apart, and a security guard threw Aunt out. And I was so mad when we got home. What were you even trying to do, Aunt? You ruined me and my future. Now I can't participate in the nationals anymore. Belinda, honey, that was never my intention. I just wanted to help you because you hadn't had a chance to prepare, but I didn't expect it would turn out this way. Trust me, I did this for you. I'm so sorry. No, I don't want to hear anything from you. Celine, I am so disappointed in you. I didn't know you could be this stupid. Enough of your nonsense. She's my daughter and mine alone. I can take care of her. Just back off. Aunt Celine cried and left for her room. She started staying away from all of us and barely spoke a word. Then one day, she didn't come out of her room at all. When I went up, she wasn't there, but I found a note on her bed. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to be a burden anymore, so I'm leaving. What? She left? Just like that? Mom and I were so shocked. As days passed, I realized I was no longer angry with my aunt, but I was missing her terribly. And I knew Mom was feeling the same too. Mom, did you add salt to my tea? And why are you even wearing a sweatshirt? It's summer, Mom. Oh, yeah. Honey, I'm just... sorry, my dear. I don't know why, but I'm just not myself these days. I know why, Mom. You're missing Aunt too. What if she just forgets me, Mom? Maybe she'll just have a kid of her own and never think of me. No, honey, that's medically impossible for her. You know, that's why I promised her that you're her kid too, but we just got so crazy. Oh no, Aunt can't have children? Now I was feeling worse for my aunt. I just had to get her back. I tried contacting her several times through emails and phone calls, but she just never replied. Then one day, I got some good news from my school. My teacher had spoken to the principal, and she was ready to give me a second chance in the national poetry competition. I wrote an emotional poem about Mom's love, and even better, I was selected to read it out loud for the final round of the competition. I could take my mom, but I so wanted my aunt to be there too. I sent her the invitation by email and reserved her a seat in the front row, hoping she'd show up. I also texted Harry to come. On the big day, I was so nervous, and Mom was there with me backstage, cheering me on. But she isn't there yet, right? Tell me, Mom, is Aunt Celine here? No, honey, but listen, I'll record the whole thing for her, okay? And she'll be so proud of you, so give it your best. As I walked onto the stage, I looked up nervously at the crowd, and my eyes fell on Harry and Aunt Celine. I was so happy. They gave me a thumbs up, and I started off confidently. But as I was reading, I got an emotional look at my mom and aunt sitting together. For me, from the day you're born, you have a friend in your mother, to laugh and cry on her shoulder and share secrets with one another. Someone with the biggest heart. She'd walk through fire for you. I can't believe I'm so lucky that I got not one mom, but two. As soon as I finished, I ran down to Mom and Aunt and hugged them. Aunt Celine, you're not just my aunt, you're my mom. I'm promising you, I am and always will be your daughter. I missed you so much. Please, please come back. She cried and hugged me. You know how much I missed you both. Bells, I'm glad you understood. I did everything out of love. And don't be mad. If I come back, I'll still do anything for you. We laughed and Mom apologized to Aunt and Harry too. Just then the winner was announced. Honey, you heard that? That's you, Belinda. You won the nationals. Wow, that's great. But you know, I think I've already won. I have the greatest moms in the world. I'm the luckiest. Hi, I'm Elisa. I'm the eldest of 3 daughters and clearly Mom's favorite. I don't think any mom on this planet has ever loved a daughter like mine loves me. But before I continue, please like and subscribe. Mom loved me more than my sisters because I was smart and, well, they were kinda dumb. When I was in the 3rd grade, Mom started screaming at them at the parent-teacher meeting because they'd failed every subject. Why are you such dummies? What have I done wrong that God is punishing me by giving me daughters like you? But when my turn came, my teachers couldn't stop praising me. Yes, I thank God every day for giving me a daughter like Elisa. Her sisters are such an embarrassment. Suddenly, Bella grabbed a chair and flung it at me, and it missed me by an inch. Mom grounded her and said she couldn't have dinner that night till she wrote, "Please forgive me, dear sister," 1,000 times. But when Bella gave me the paper, it said, "I'll get you next time, witch." One day, some guests were coming over, and Mom asked me to make my amazing lemonade. When I served it to them, they all took one sip and spat it out, coughing like crazy. Good God, that's disgusting. It tastes like soap. Wait, what? That Bella must have done something to it.
See, Mom? I keep telling you, Elisa hates you. I don't know why you love her. I can do everything better.
Shut up, Bella. Elisa just made a mistake. I mean, she's perfect. Even perfect people can make mistakes sometimes. Go be useful for once and go get us some coffee. Elisa, darling, you can go back to studying now. Bella looked livid. While the rest weren't watching, she spat in my face. I tried to push her away, but she ran off. What a witch! But thank God, Vienna was nothing like her. She and I were really close, and while I was busy studying, she was always taking care of me. I adored her. When I was in the 8th grade, I'd saved up my pocket money for months trying to buy Mom a lovely sweater for Christmas, and she loved it. But when I went downstairs the next morning, I found Bella warming her hands in front of the fire, and Mom's sweater was burning in the flames. Oh my God, Bella, what did you do? I was cold and we were out of wood. And I like watching things burn. And I hate you. And I hate Mom. Maybe one day I'll set your hair on fire while you're both sleeping. I just snapped and attacked her. As we were wrestling on the floor, Mom and Vienna came running in. And when Mom found out, she totally lost it. Bella, you're a mother's worst nightmare. You don't have looks or brains or any good qualities. And you're so jealous of your sister because you'll never be what she is. You'll always be a failure. I'm going to send you away to your aunt. I was really mad at Bella, but I didn't want that. No, Mom, please don't. We're a family and we have to stay together. I forgive her, okay?
I don't remember asking you for forgiveness, witch.
Bella pushed past me and stormed out. Mom wept for hours over her sweater. After Mom's threat to send her away, Bella was careful not to do something too obvious, but I could just sense her hatred grow. I always had a feeling she was plotting against the rest of us. When I was in the 11th grade, we had a cousin's wedding to attend, and I was her maid of honor. As soon as we entered the hall, our relatives surrounded us. Oh, 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘, darling, I want you to meet my daughter. I'm always saying I want her to be just like you. We hear all about your wonderful achievements from your mother. Your daughter is a little Einstein, isn't she? Mom and Vienna beamed at me proudly, but Bella's lips curled into an evil smile. As she walked past me, she accidentally stepped on my foot.
Little Einstein, my butt. They'll see who the real genius is one day.
What a psycho she was. The bride handed me the wedding rings for safekeeping till the ceremony started. Just then, I realized that Vienna was nowhere to be seen. I was looking for her all over the building when suddenly I heard a faint sound from a storage room. I opened the door to find Vienna on the floor, and she was crying. OMG, what happened? Oh, 𝗪𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘, thank God you're here. I asked someone where the bathroom was, and they sent me here. Then I tripped over something and sprained my ankle really badly. I can't walk. As I helped her up, we suddenly heard the door slam shut behind us, and the lock clicked. No matter how hard I pulled, it just wouldn't open. We kept banging on the door and shouting, but no one heard us. Hours later, the door suddenly burst open, and we saw a policeman standing there with all my relatives behind them. And my cousin leapt forward and started pulling my hair. 𝗪𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘, you witch! Where are my rings? You ruined my wedding! Turns out, my cousin thought I'd run away with the rings like some thief. And the wedding didn't happen because everyone had been out looking for me. All our relatives were glaring at me like I was some kind of criminal. I had no way to prove it, but of course, I knew Bella was behind sending Vienna to the storeroom and locking us up. A few weeks later, Mom came to me one morning and told me about a national-level science competition with a first prize of $50,000. She asked me to participate, and I signed up immediately. I studied hard for weeks. More than winning the prize, I just cared about making Mom's wishes come true. Weeks later, Mom came running up to me with the news that I'd won the competition. While we were hugging, Bella turned up and said,
You're jumping for joy just like 𝗪𝗟𝗧𝗢𝗠 is gonna give you all the money. Poor dumb Mom.
Shut up, Bella. As if I even want my baby's money. It's all for her career. She's going to become a great scientist, remember? Maybe she'll hire you as a cleaner for her science lab. Now, 𝗪𝗟𝗧𝗢𝗠, it says here in the letter that the prize money will be sent in a couple of months, so you'll have to wait a little. Well, seeing Mom so happy, I'd already achieved what I wanted. I had applied for NASA's Junior Space Program, and I was over the moon when I was selected for a 3-month course. Of course, I expected Mom to burst with joy, but when she got home, she had some shocking news to share. She'd been laid off from work. I'm so sorry to ruin your amazing news. This should be a really happy day, and I'm so proud of you. But how will I manage without a job? How will I send you to the program? Mom, it's a fully paid scholarship, so you don't have to worry about me at all.
And the prize money will be here soon too, and you can use it all for your expenses.
Oh, darling, I couldn't possibly do that. I'll start looking for a job right away, but thank you for being the most amazing daughter in the world.
The day I was leaving, Bella wasn't even around to see me off. Mom, Vienna, and I exchanged teary goodbyes, and I left for the airport. I only had my small savings for the next 3 months, so I'd just have 1 meal a day and not spend on anything else. I just couldn't ask Mom for more money. I was done with my course a few days earlier than I'd expected. I bought gifts for my family and decided to go home without telling them I was coming sooner. I'm so glad the prize money came before Elisa did. Oh, Mom, you're just wonderful. How you've made that genius a fool all these years?
Yes, baby. I am the only one with Einstein's mind, but you're really good too.
Hey, have you guys forgotten me?
Of course not, darling. You're the worst. Your acting is an Oscar-worthy performance. The way you made her believe you're her sweet little sister. I'm so proud of you.
She has no idea how much I hate her. What a moron!
Yes, she is a moron, and so was her mom. And your father, too. He left the child of his affair on my hands and thought I'd raise her like a princess for nothing?
She's about to get back in a few days. Ugh.
Oh, don't worry. She'll go away to some university on a scholarship, of course. After that, she'll be too busy working like a donkey all her life, and we'll sit back and enjoy.
When I got home, I unlocked the door and let myself in. Mom, Vienna, I'm home, guys. The two came running down the stairs and flung their arms around me. Elisa, I've missed you so much.
Oh, darling, I can hardly believe my eyes. You have no idea how I've lived without you these past months.
I was so restless to see you too, Mom. I gave them their gifts, which they both loved.
Bella just tossed hers in the dustbin and walked off angrily without a word.
I'm just gonna go put my things in my room.
What's the rush, Elisa? Just relax for a bit.
I'll just be back in a minute. When I entered my room, I was shocked to see money everywhere. The others had followed me upstairs, and they said my prize money had arrived just today. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to deposit this money in my bank right now.
But is that necessary, dear? We'll just keep it safe at home.
Mom, we really need this money, so I just can't take any risks. Just let me know whenever you want it for anything. When I came home, Mom took us all out for an amazing dinner, and I was just so happy to be back with my family. A week later, I heard Mom screaming hysterically at someone one morning, and I ran downstairs to find some policemen.
Are you out of your mind? How dare you tell me I'm trespassing? I'm on my own property. This is my house. Ma'am, this notice clearly states that you and your daughters Vienna and Bella are living here illegally, and the rightful owner is Miss Elisa.
Oh, hello. That's me. And yes, Mom, it's true, but you already knew that, right? See, I talked to Dad's lawyer and saw his will. It turns out that this house is in my name. So I suggest you do what the nice officers are saying and just leave.
Elisa, how can you talk to me like that? I was going to tell you about the house one day, of course. Why have you turned against me, my darling?
Because I found out you've been against me from the very start. When I came back from my internship, I heard you all talking in my room. I was standing outside and I heard everything.
No, you misunderstood us.
Elisa, let me explain. Just stop this acting now. It's all over. I guess Dad knew you wouldn't take care of me too, Mom. So he decided to do it himself by leaving me this house. I really loved you and would have done anything to make you happy. You played me for a fool, but you made a mistake. I'm good-hearted, but not a fool. They all went down on their knees and begged me for forgiveness, but I just had the policeman throw them out. Soon after, I sold off the house and went where they'd never find me again. I've left everything and everyone in my past behind me, and now I'm living my best life.